be providing me with your social security number, your driver's license number if you know it, your date of birth, your address, and your full name.
Am I free to go?
I'm signing this because if I don't sign, you take me to jail. That's
Okay.
what you said.
What you're doing when you sign that is you're promising that you're going to go to court,
Yes.
regardless if you volunteered or not.
And so what was the question about filming?
We're not allowed to have anybody film. This is per Banner Health.
For Banner Health.
Yeah, for Banner Health, for the privacy of our...
Okay, what do you
Pause.
want? Just tell me what you want.
I'm going through and I'm documenting traffic infractions.
You're documenting traffic.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll dive into some intense moments where resilient citizens stand up against wrongful actions by the police. From debates over filming in public spaces to smart responses when asked for identification. All of this will serve as powerful inspiration to help you understand the law and stay confident in any situation. Don't forget to like, share, and comment to spread knowledge and citizen rights. Threatened with arrest over a police investigation, not an actual crime.
And the fact that I'm going to be doing a report, which is part of my job, and if you don't provide the information that I'm asking for that report, because you have caused this situation and me to be brought here.
The first situation in today's video takes place near a halfway house in Dothan City, Alabama. A citizen is filming the center from the sidewalk. Yes, from the sidewalk and without causing any disruption or obstruction. But that's enough to cause fear among security staff, prompting them to call the police for help.
How you doing?
Can you come over here in front of my car so my camera can watch you, please?
Yes, sir. Am I being detained?
In front of my
For
camera,
what reason?
please. Sir, I'm investigating a suspicious person.
Okay.
Don't play games with me, okay? I know what you're
I'm
doing.
engaged in lawful activity.
I know what you're doing.
That's constitutionally protected activity. Why am I being detained?
Because you're creating a disturbance. All right, step over here.
This is constitutionally protected activity.
Sir.
You cannot make it a crime.
Sir,
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Fisher, 1146.
Okay, my name is
Police
Jeff.
Department, K9.
I'm with Pennac News
Okay,
Services.
Listen.
I got my ID in my
Stop.
pocket if you want to see
You
it.
don't dictate to you.
No, the Constitution.
Let me talk to you, okay?
The law and the Constitution
Sir.
dictates what happens. I'm
Stop.
on a public sidewalk.
Stop. Okay,
Then why are you even here?
I don't want to play with this game with you, okay?
If you know my game,
you
then you know I'm...
are intentionally creating a disturbance
No, I'm
in
not.
order to create a lawsuit. That's what you want to do. I understand. That is how you make your money.
What law am I
I'm here
breaking?
doing my job.
What law am
okay?
I violating?
You're creating a disturbance and you're bothering folks over here.
What
I'm
law
here
am
to
I violating?
investigate why. Do a report on this incident to rule you out as potential stalker from one of the employees. If any of these employees get their vehicles damaged or anything, I need to know where to look. For somebody to be filming people exiting a hospital. For all I know, listen, let me talk. I'm talking, not you.
Go ahead.
You are stalking somebody at the hospital?
Nope.
Either an employee. I don't know that.
Nope.
I don't know you. I'm
You don't
not
know
God.
that. So you don't have
I'm
any
not
reasonable
God,
grounds for
but I have to.
I'm engaged in
and
a
I'm gonna be doing
lawful,
report on
constitutionally
it.
protected activity,
I'm
and I'm going to be on my way. I'm leaving right
I
now.
need your driver's license or what you're doing.
If I don't give you my
For all
driver's
I know.
license, what's going to happen?
Okay, listen, sir.
I asked you
I've
a simple question.
explained to you
And I've told
that
you
I'm
that
investigating
I've told you,
a
listen,
suspicious person
the
at a
ambulance is
private
constantly
hospital.
running the stop sign.
Private hospital.
The ambulance is running the
For
stop
all
sign.
I know, you
I'm
could be
filming
stalking. I don't know you. Or a patron at the hospital.
I'm not.
So
My
I'm
name
going to be doing a
officer,
report.
My name is
so
Jeff.
that if something
I work
comes
with
up,
Pennac News
I
Services.
can go ahead and rule you
and
out.
I'm
or
on your
investigate you
Constitution.
further. Okay.
My name is Jeff.
I've asked you several times to step in front of my
All right,
car
I'll
so
step
that
in front
you're
of
in
your
front of
car.
the camera.
Okay.
Stand right there.
All right.
If you don't have
I'm
a
not on
driver's
the
license,
sidewalk now.
then I don't care. I'm not here to harass you about being on the sidewalk. I want this video camera behind you to watch you.
Okay.
You have yours. That's great. That's cool. I look
All right.
forward to seeing myself on YouTube.
I've got to get back to work.
All right? No. I got to do my job. You have caused me to come here.
Can I
and you're
explain
not
to you
going
what
to
I was
interfere
doing?
with my duties.
Can I explain to you what I was
You're going to
doing?
be providing me with your social security number, your driver's license number if you know it, your date of birth, your address.
Hold on, guys. We need to pause and break this down because there's so much nonsense here. Initially, Officer Fisher admits that he knows the citizen is exercising his First Amendment audit rights. But then, he gives meaningless reasons like investigating disruptive behavior, stalking, and loitering to ask for the citizen's personal information. Remember, this is an investigation, not a crime. If the police think they can ask for personal information just because it's an investigation, they're wrong and certainly violating the citizen's privacy.
Am I free to go?
No, you are not.
And why am I being
explained
detained?
to you several times
Why am
that
I being
I'm here
detained?
investigating
Okay.
a suspicious person.
If I don't
you
provide you
are
that
starting
information.
to interfere with my investigation. I've explained to you I have to do a report on this, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Don't make this a crime. Allow this to be what it is, where I do a report on the incident. Okay, but if you want to interfere with me doing
I don't want to
that, which is
interfere with
my
you.
job,
I want you to do. I
okay,
want
which
you.
is
Your
my
job is
if
to
you interfere
respect
with
my
that,
rights and protect
it's
my rights.
obstructing governmental operation.
No, I do not.
Okay, good. I'm going to be removing my notepad. I'm going to request that information from
And
you.
if
Are
I
you going
don't,
to provide it?
I'm not
If you don't
refusing.
provide it, then I have already explained to you what I'm here, what I'm doing, what I'm investigating, and the fact that I'm going to be doing a report which is part of my job, provide the information that I'm asking for that report, because you have caused this situation and me to be brought here, yes, you will be arrested for obstructing
My name
governmental
is Jeffrey,
operations.
under duress.
Stand by. This doesn't have to be this way. I know who
It
you are. I know
doesn't.
what you're doing. Okay, I know what
Okay, so you know who I
folks
am.
like you do.
You know what
this.
I'm doing. You know that I'm
I don't know
engaged in
you
constitutionally
specifically.
protected
I
activity.
know
Your
you're
qualified
kind,
immunity
you're ilk.
is gone, dude.
Look,
Fisher,
bro, I am
your
here
qualified immunity is out the
investigating
window.
a
Your qualified
who's
immunity
performing
is
a very suspicious act.
Your qualified
You
immunity
can
is
say that all
gone.
you want to.
I was
sir. I'm
up
doing
there
my job.
recording.
You have.
Will you be
folks out
quiet for
here
a second for me to talk,
No,
please?
This isn't.
Can
how
I
that
tell you
works.
what I'm trying, Officer Thomas?
What
The
you're
reason I
trying
was
to
up
do.
there is
I'm
that
worried about what you're
ambulances
doing. He
are
is
running.
not here for you.
Ambulances
You
are running the
engaging
stop
me.
sign.
I am the
Ambulances are running the stop
primary
sign. I'm
person you're speaking
documenting
to.
that.
Jeffrey, how do you spell Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, and I'm doing this under protest, under duress, and under threat of arrest.
Not threat. Explanation. I've given you an explanation.
No, you just said if I don't
Not
give you
threatened
this,
you.
if
Not
you don't
threatened
give me
you in
this
any way.
information,
What's
you're gonna arrest
your
me.
middle name, sir?
Marcus. Last name is spelled G-R-A-Y.
G-R-A-Y?
Correct. Born January 8th, 1970. 1870. I'm from St. Augustine.
St. Augustine?
Yeah.
Is that in Florida?
Yep.
What brings you up to Dothan to film this?
I'm not answering you for the question. Providing my name, my date of
Okay,
birth.
that's fine.
That's all I'm giving. And I've told you the reason I'm filming is to film ambulances.
Where do you say that in St. Augustine?
I'm not giving any more
Okay,
information.
again, I'm conducting an investigation on a suspicious person, and if you are in fact harassing somebody, stalking somebody, planning to assault somebody, freaking daily activities, so that you can plan your assault, I want to know where you live so I can go and get you if that ends up happening. So what's your address?
My address is 19. When am I free to
What's
go?
your phone number?
I have to give you my phone number, right?
It's one of my little things to get this report approved that it has your phone number. You don't want to provide me your phone number? That's fine. What's your
Yeah.
social?
I'd rather not give you my social either.
Well, I have to positively identify you.
I don't have my driver's license.
Okay, then that's what I would normally use, but since you don't have that, I have to use
There's
another means.
all these people standing around. I'm
That's
about to
fine.
give you
Let's
my.
step over here and
Okay.
go ahead and give it to me quietly, so that way nobody hears.
No, I'll just edit that out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, I got to get back to work, man. I'm only on my lunch break, so the longer this takes, the worse it is on you.
I'm gonna run here.
You guys have body cameras? Yes.
I'm still waiting on a return of your information. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you. Well, actually, first I have a sidewalk the entire time.
Yes, sir. Sidewalk.
Okay. So I'm gonna advise you, all right? The hospital owns that side of the road and this parking lot, and they don't want you on the property. You know as well as I do that sidewalks and public roadways are obviously sidewalks and public roadways where you're allowed to be.
Okay, there's a
Okay.
sidewalk that goes
So-
down that road. Is that okay?
Obviously, you understand that your actions are creating a disturbance with the employees and the parishioners of the hospital. Legal reason, I don't know. I'm just doing a report on the incident because of the disturbance that's going on. As long as you stay on the public property and you don't end up bothering anybody, I'm never going to see you again. I hope to God.
I'm free to go. So I'm
Okay?
still being
Just
detained.
stand by. Yes, you are. Okay? Until I know that you're not a wanted murderer. You're
I
not
do have
Ted
to get back to
Bundy
work.
Jr.
I do have to get back to work.
Well, I didn't create the situation. I'm just here to deal with it. Do you have any questions?
No.
Again?
Okay, thank you.
Fine. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm just waiting on this return as long as they don't take too long.
All right.
Sound legitimate?
You got body camera and dash camera?
Yes, sir, I do. This is my part.
I'm trying to put my hands on. I don't have any weapons on me. I'm just going to keep my hands out.
Mr. Gray, you are free to go. Have a good rest of your day.
I'll drop one of my cards down here. May I retrieve that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which way can I go to not be... I'm good to go up here and go down?
As long as you stay off the hospital property, you're good to go, sir.
There's a sidewalk that runs along the hospital. I'm not sure if that... I'll just stay on this side of it.
However you decide to play, sir.
All right.
In conclusion, let's clarify first. Jeff was forced to provide his ID under the threat of being arrested, and going to jail could cost him his job in this situation. But that's not the key point here. The fact is, his rights were violated, and he will definitely take legal action in this case. Stay tuned for the next videos to follow the progress of this case and join in the fight to protect the rights that every citizen deserves. Police stop vehicle and demand ID from passengers with no violation, authority, or overstep.
Do you have a driver's license or identification on you?
Am I required to answer the question?
Yes, you are required to answer the question.
Well, I don't think he needs to identify if he hasn't committed a crime.
It doesn't matter. If I ask him to identify himself, he needs to identify.
This is another controversial police vehicle stop in Texas. On April 3rd, 2019, a driver was stopped by Deputy Kelly from the DeWitt County Sheriff's Department on suspicion of a traffic violation. However, instead of dealing with the violation, he focused on irrelevant matters, like demanding the passenger's ID without cause. So what exactly happened here? And was there a violation of civil rights? Watch the video to find out.
How we doing, sir?
Fine.
Deputy Kelly, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. Reason for your stop is your speed. You know about how fast you're traveling?
Do I know how fast I was traveling? Do
Yeah.
I need to answer the question?
I would like for you to.
Yeah, well, I would like not to make any statements.
Let me have your driver's license and insurance card.
Insurance is here.
Do you have a ID on you or driver's license?
Have I committed a crime?
I can ask you at any time to identify yourself.
Texas is not a stop and identify state.
Do you have a driver's license or identification on you?
Am I required to answer the question? Well, I don't think he needs to identify if he hasn't committed a crime.
It doesn't matter. If I ask him to identify himself, he...
Are you familiar with Penal Code 3802?
Yeah. Do you have an ID on you or not?
You need to lawfully arrest him.
No, I don't have to lawfully arrest him. I can.
Yeah, he's not driving.
It doesn't matter. He's being detained at a traffic stop. I have the right to identify anybody in the vehicle.
Unless you suspect him of a crime.
That's what I'm gonna do. Is see if he has any warrants or anything for his arrest.
Well, you suspect him of having any warrants? You
You're-
articulate your reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're breaking the law twice.
Well, you're talking to
Okay.
me then.
Okay,
He doesn't need to-
he's a passenger in a vehicle that the law's being broke in. Okay, you were speeding, number one. Number two, you're
allegedly speeding.
80
That's your
84 and a 70 is
that's
not
your
allegedly.
allegation. I haven't been convicted
Okay.
of that.
Your registration is out on your vehicle, so I could arrest you if I wanted to.
But I don't think that's an arrestable offense.
Yes, it is. Non-arrestable offense is speeding and open container, which you have a speeding violation. You don't have an open container, but you do have expired registration. Okay. I can have this vehicle towed, and you can be arrested.
To be,
you are convicted. You're driving a vehicle.
I haven't been to court.
You're being okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an ID on you or not? You are required to give it.
Do you have a supervisor?
I sure do.
Okay, we'd like to talk to him.
Okay, I will let. If I have to, I'll have him come out here.
Okay? Yeah. I'm requesting a supervisor.
Okay, all right, good deal.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I pulled this guy over on 119. I asked him for his driver's license and insurance, and are you aware of penal code, yada yada, all this and that. Well, he's got expired registration on the vehicle. Asked the passenger for his identification. He wouldn't give me his identification at all. He's asking for a supervisor to make location.
They're asking for a supervisor to make location on a traffic stop?
Yes.
Where are they from?
San Antonio. I told him, that he's in violation of the law because he was speeding. He said, no, I was allegedly speeding. And I said, well, you also have expired registration. And he said that he hasn't been convicted of that, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Are they
and
like...
I have no idea. It's two Hispanic gentlemen.
Two Hispanics?
Yeah, I told him, he could be arrested for the registration and the vehicle could be towed. And
yeah.
he sat and argued with me and said, no, I can't do that. And
okay. Let me call Chief, tell him what's going on, and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
In my opinion, Deputy Kelly didn't handle this situation very well. The evidence is clear. When contacting his supervisor, the deputy failed to explain the issue properly and made it seem like the driver wasn't cooperating. What does the driver's Hispanic background have to do with this? I always respect the hard-working officers who serve the community, but I don't appreciate those who abuse their power like this.
Okay, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Chief agreed with me, because that was him calling.
Uh-huh.
If he refuses to sign the ticket, you can use the speed and the expired registration. Make sure you get good pictures.
Okay.
Take him in, tow the vehicle to the office,
Okay.
and send it to the office until he can get somebody there to pick him up.
Okay.
Because, you know, if they refuse to sign, which is a promise to appear, we got to take them in and get them magistrated right away.
Okay. Now, I thought that if you were asked to identify yourself, you had to.
Only if it's in commission of a crime or an investigation. Because he's just sitting there as a passenger, he doesn't have to.
Okay. All right.
Now, if the guy said, if you go to tow the vehicle and the guy says, well, we're really good to him, well, I can't because he won't identify himself, so I don't know who he is and if he's got it all in. Okay?
Okay. Good deal.
All right, call me back if you need to.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Call and...
All right, sir. I need you to sign here across the top. It's not a admission of guilt, just stating you'll contact the court on or before the 22nd of February.
All right. Here's a quick question. What happens if I don't sign it?
Well, you're refusing to sign, you'll go to jail.
I go to jail?
Yeah.
So, okay, so what I'm just trying to get across...
Well, it's just a promise that you're going to contact the court. That's what your signature is promising.
But my signature is not voluntary.
Okay.
That's the only way.
Well,
that's the only reason I'm signing this.
Okay. You're signing saying that you're going to go to court on or before this date. That's what your signature, regardless if you want to sign it or not.
Okay.
That's what that signature is for.
Yeah, just for the record, it's not voluntary, and I'm signing this because if I don't sign, you take me to jail.
Okay.
That's what you said.
What you're doing when you sign that is you're promising that you're going to go to court, if you volunteered or not.
Okay. Well,
okay.
I'm saying my signature is not voluntary. My signature says I'm gonna go to court.
Yes, that doesn't make any. I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm trying to say is you're making me sign it because if no,
I'm asking you to sign it. It's up to you whether you want to sign it or not.
It's under. It's under threat, duress, and coercion.
Well, if you don't go to court, you go to jail.
Yeah. But right now, if I don't sign, I go to jail right now.
Yeah. So basically, all this is saying is you're going to go to court. Then you get a warrant and you go to jail.
Sir, you're hearing, but you're not listening, sir. So he's saying that if he doesn't sign it, jail,
no,
right?
I'm not. No, what I'm saying. Okay, he would go to jail and be magistrated.
Okay.
Because either way, you're going to get magistrated.
Sure.
It's either do it now or do it later. However you want to do it. Either you go see a judge now. You either go see a judge now or you go see a judge later. Okay. All right. Here's your ID.
Ultimately, this situation left many questions about Deputy Kelly's professionalism. Who do you think was right or wrong? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Most importantly, remember that in any situation, you're not required to provide personal information from your ID to your driver's license, unless the police have concrete evidence of criminal activity, medical staff unaware of citizen rights, and immediately, the police appear to back them up.
All right. Well, it is private property at this point. If they're asking you to leave, you're allowed to leave. Okay.
I'm allowed.
Okay.
So this is private property.
The next situation in today's video takes place on May 4th, 2021, at a COVID-19 testing site in Phoenix, Arizona. A citizen is exercising his First Amendment right. Initially, he has a short and friendly chat with the staff outside. However, once he steps inside, he is immediately stopped by staff who misunderstood the HIPAA law. Is there a violation of citizen rights in this situation? Let's watch the video and analyze this issue together.
Excuse me?
Is there someone that can answer my question?
And you're with whom?
I'm alone.
Okay.
There's no one else.
Representing, I know you're yourself.
I'm just a member of the public, just an individual.
Okay.
I wondered if I'm eligible for the vaccination.
What is your age? You are eligible.
Okay. And are there still groups who aren't eligible?
We still are not getting anyone like 15 or younger. We're not doing those yet.
Okay.
We're waiting for FDA and as well, of course, the health department to give us the go-ahead.
And then if I came to this site, could I walk up just like this and get the vaccination?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
So
you have to have a vehicle or else a bicycle. At least some people have a bike.
Okay.
Which and I think first initial shots. So if this was your first initial shot, we wouldn't be able to accept it today. Clinic down.
Gotcha.
So now across the street, you have that availability. At the sports center. They are taking walk-ins, so you can actually walk in there sign up, and they're able to help you.
Even from here, it's not even that far.
No, it's
the drive-through sites because it's getting too hot for the people to be out here.
And it's
I saw
and
that
even
they
for
just yesterday they closed down the one on the campus.
Even if you're in your vehicle.
Okay, right, because then we'd be incurring incidental medical situations.
And we don't want that.
Yeah.
So
okay, that makes sense.
At the U of A as well, they're transferring their drive-through into a walk-in, so they have somewhere.
I'm sorry.
At the U of A. They're gonna close their drive-through, and they have a facility there available for walk-ins.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. And do you know when this one will close down?
This one will close down May 10th.
Okay, so about a week. And so, what was the question about filming?
We're not allowed to have anybody film. This is per Banner Health.
Sure. So in order to protect the people,
exactly, we want to make sure everybody's protected.
Their protected health information.
Yes, sir.
Give up a right that they otherwise have to film in a place where they're lawfully.
No, because
now you're already asking way too much.
Well, that's wonderful. And so what consequence do I incur by asking too much? They want me to leave. I understand that. All of a sudden, they want me to leave because I asked them a question. And you're willing to step in and do that because that's your job.
I actually saw you from over there, and they actually don't want people recording anymore.
Yeah, see, that's funny because that was actually my question. They don't want people recording, and I was starting to ask about the legalities of that, whether they actually have or to perform some sort of law enforcement.
Have you heard of HIPAA?
Yes, I've heard of HIPAA. Let's not even talk about HIPAA because it applies in no way at all. Actually.
I think the staff misunderstood HIPAA in this situation. HIPAA is a federal law that protects patients' privacy, including medical information and test results, but it only applies to healthcare facilities. In other words, healthcare agencies are responsible for protecting patient information, not this citizen or anyone else. Also, this area is a public property managed by the county, so HIPAA doesn't have the authority to limit citizens from filming here.
You would see why they wouldn't want people.
I would, and that's why I was asking questions, because I see why they would, but I have questions about how they do what they want to do, which how these people and other facilities enforce a ban on photography that they have no real authority to implement in order to cover their in not violating HIPAA. You know, so I'm gonna leave. I mean, I'm not gonna stay here today.
And they don't want people recording.
Yeah.
Other people's.
But they don't have any legal basis for insisting that people stop recording. So that's kind of the story.
That's kind of.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the reason to film walking up to this stupid little vaccination site and filming it that would otherwise be pretty, but the fact that people then come out and say you can't do that even though a person actually can, well, there's the story.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Doing good. What's going on?
Who are you?
I'm Deputy Davenport, Pima County Sheriff's Department.
Well, so I am leaving as I'm discussing whether or not film here while I'm here asking my question about the vaccination process.
Okay.
That's kind of the. So we were just talking about the kind of boring details about how this all works when they insist that people can't film.
Private property at this point. If they're asking you to leave, you're allowed to leave. Okay.
I'm allowed.
Okay.
So this is private property. Oh, hello, sir. Would you not stand right behind me like that?
I need for you to stop recording.
I need for you not to sneak up behind me.
I wasn't sneaking up behind you.
Well, when you come up behind me and I don't see you, that's sort of like sneaking.
Understand?
I do mind, and I also mind kind of being lied to about the nature of this property.
What's your first name?
None of your business. What's yours?
I'm Deputy Davenport.
Great.
Okay.
I'm a guy.
Okay. So are you finished speaking with security then?
Yes. Well, potentially, but we still are having these discussions about the legality of filming.
Okay. Are you here to get a vaccine? Okay. Well, have you concluded your business?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Would you like a water, sir?
Actually, yes, I would. Could you tell that my mouth was dry by the way I was talking? Because it is.
Yeah, just being polite. So you concluded your business?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna get your water, correct?
Sure.
All right. And so.
There you go, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Did you arrive here or walk here, or?
I came here in a way that I'm capable of leaving by.
Okay. Do you need a ride to like the corner or something like that?
Nope.
Okay.
So, this is private property.
The sports complex?
This is part of the sports complex?
Yeah, the parking lot, this area is part of the sports complex, correct.
Okay, and that's associated with what? The university? So the Keno Sports Complex, is that just like a private enterprise that's not associated with any sort of public entity? Yeah, which is sort of a pretty public entity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's a
I don't
public
know.
entity, but
My understanding is that this is public property.
I'm telling you it's not, but that's your opinion, that's my
Right. So
opinion.
we could do some research. That'd be a pretty easy question to answer. Yeah, you gave me your answer, and I
Yeah.
think you're wrong.
Okay, that's fine. We're both entitled to both our opinion, correct?
Yeah, but you could do some research and find out for sure. You could do that.
Are you telling me I have to do that right now, or?
I mean, if we wanted to answer the question.
Well, I gave you the answer. Whether
Yeah,
you
but
like it
your
or not
answer
doesn't
isn't
mean
quite-
I'm going to go out and...
So what I like is truth.
Okay. I'm not stopping
Is
you
it-
from recording. I'm not telling you. Okay. I'm just telling you this is private property. And you've concluded your business. You don't need a vaccine.
Oh, that's. All right. Are you trying to cause problems?
I'm not the one.
What makes you say I'm trying to get a straight answer to a simple question?
And I gave it
a
to you. So
fundamental question of our interaction based on you're trying to enforce a law that has to do with this being private property. The law that says that they can tell me to leave and I would be trespassing if I don't listen to them. And you're saying that I'm trying to cause trouble. What is up with that?
I'm saying you're trying to cause trouble.
You just said
Are you done with your
that's
business?
unprofessional and incorrect.
Okay. That's your opinion. That's perfectly fine.
Yes, it is.
Would you like a ride to the Burger King down the road or somewhere else?
Definitely not to the Burger King.
Okay. Would you like a ride down to the Circle K down there?
Pretty capable still.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's private property or public property. I got my question answered. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Have a great day.
Do you have like a shield number or something?
8096. Badge number 8096.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You too.
In conclusion, even though the citizen was simply exercising a basic right, the staff's lack of understanding of constitutional rights escalated the situation unnecessarily. What's even worse is that the police didn't fulfill their role properly. So it's important to know your rights, stand up for them, and never let anyone violate them in similar situations. First Amendment audit at Hillsborough County. Colonel Ura disappoints with expectations about privacy in public.
County-owned property and taxpayer type of property, and then people who have some expectation of privacy because it's their own cars and things like that.
And people who have some expectation of privacy because it's their own cars.
Moving to the final situation at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. A citizen is filming in the police department parking lot without disturbing anyone. Everything is fine until Colonel Ura approaches him, claiming that filming license plates in this area is not allowed. What happens next? Let's find out.
But here's where we're at, okay? Nobody's gonna jump on you or tackle you or do any of that kind of stuff. But here's the problem that we've created is, for instance, you just took a picture of that car. That's a personally owned car. That's not a sheriff's office car and all that kind of stuff.
I'll let you go.
It's not a car that's bought with county funds or county kind of resources and things like that, taxpayer monies and things.
No,
the issue is
he was watching me earlier.
No, the issue is so when we start mixing the taxpayer type of property and then people who have some expectation of privacy because it's their own cars and things like that, then we kind of we're causing issues. Okay. And let me finish. We also have, instead of things like District 5 and things like that where it's a full like lobby and things where you can come in and we've got law enforcement officers, that the other end of this is you've got civilians. We have thousands of civilian employees at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. And they're not really you know what I mean? They see all this and they go, oh my gosh, this guy could be dangerous because he's got a tack vest on and things like that. So they don't know that there are,
Well, that's the thing, I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
What are you? What do you want?
I'm a journalist. So actually, the reason why I'm doing this,
that would be great.
So the other night you had two lieutenants who were very ill-versed in the law, claimed that I was loitering and prowling, threatened me with arrest for simply walking through a public parking lot. I was paid to go on assignment.
You're paid. You're a paid employee.
I am.
By what? By Reuters or AP or all that kind of stuff?
There is a firm out of South Florida that does pay me.
Okay. So you're a paid freelance journalist,
correct,
for lack of a better term. And so to walk around the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and see what?
All around the state, actually.
Okay. Now, Have you used the 911 system to call on yourself?
No.
So you've never called a dispatch and said,
No, why would you waste a 911 call and commit a felony?
I agree. That's why I'm asking you that question.
Yeah.
So you've never done that?
No.
Okay.
Not called on myself, but I've called to ask questions, yes. If that's what you're wondering.
You've asked questions about yourself being there?
No, about...
All right, because you understand the issue with that if you call, you tie up resources to kind of alert law enforcement.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's poor journalism.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Secondly, actually, hello again. Kind of touch topic about what you were saying.
Gotcha.
You see that tag right there?
Yeah, I do.
That's public record.
Well,
I can go right now to the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles, and I can say, hey, I would like a copy of the registration Alpha Charlie Yankee Sierra.
Okay.
And they would give me all of the information, provided that there's no exceptions to it under Florida Statute 119. Mm-hmm. Reasonable expectation of privacy. Mm-hmm. Are we in public?
Listen,
I'm not trying to be. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude.
Listen,
I do appreciate.
It's not my first day.
Yeah,
I understand. What do you want?
Pause.
Just tell me what you want.
I'm going through and I'm documenting traffic infractions.
This is gonna. That's a what traffic infraction do we have?
You see this right here?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what Florida statute says about that? Yeah, no, it's not okay. See, the thing is, I've actually been to court over it because not one of you guys, but a different agency.
For those wondering, the vehicle in this situation violated Florida Statute 316.605 on displaying license plates. According to the law, all vehicles must have valid, clearly visible license plates on both the front and back. Plates cannot be obscured, dirty, or damaged to ensure they can be easily read. This further confirms that the citizen's action of filming was correct, in contrast to Colonel Ura's actions of disturbing and making things difficult for the public simply because they were exercising their basic rights.
The sole purpose here today is to take pictures of plate covers because
of how many agency-owned vehicles and or public lots that are either utilized or owned by law enforcement agencies.
By a firm in South Florida to do this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is this research of yours going to last weeks, months, years?
Honestly, it depends on how far it goes. See, the thing is, I specialize in investigations, so it kind of depends on how you guys handle the situation.
How we handle this?
So, like right now, we're trying to have civil discourse.
We're going to have a civil.
Absolutely. As long as it stays civil like this, then I don't have to really investigate much.
Okay. So, is your plan then to do this until you find somebody who's not civil?
No.
I just want to know.
No, the thing is, eventually,
eventually you're going to find a deputy who is going to get mad at you. If we do this day after day after day, they're gonna
potentially. There's
so
always
no, absolutely
not.
Somebody's gonna get mad at you.
No, in fact, actually, I was just commenting on how respected the fact that you were very professional, very courteous. The other gentleman, first time meeting you, and I think actually is it that guy? It's either that one or he's over there because he's been following me around.
Okay.
But no, in fact, actually, I go. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. I go into these interactions looking for the positivity of law enforcement. I don't go in looking for issues.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Do you have a blog or a YouTube channel or something like that?
It's under Open Government Investigations. A lot of my stuff is also pandered through two news agencies.
Okay. So today, what can we do to help you? So we can maybe not have all this attention and things like that.
I mean, if you guys want to help me.
I get it. They're here because not you. Okay.
And generally, I don't know about your guys' policy, but usually policies where somebody steps out with a 13 Papa that potentially, especially like right now, you don't have a body cam. Some agencies do require that whenever certain circumstances are happening and law enforcement does, have to show up somewhere, that if you guys do have body cams, generally somebody has to either have a body cam or an in-car camera running. Yeah. So I'm not sure about your guys' policies, but I've found that to be the case in, probably working on an undercover capacity.
Or, something like that.
More or less.
So, so today.
Absolutely.
What do you want to do? Where do you want to? Because how long are we going to have to do this?
Today was just going to be these two. Well, it's kind of hard, and you guys have a lot of buildings around here, but generally these two areas of property.
So these two areas, you're going to take pictures of
traffic infractions for statistics. Yes.
For statistics on the covered tags.
Yes, covered tags, expired tags, etc. So.
Expired
I found
tags.
I found a few.
Okay. Well, to be fair to you, you're getting pretty close to some areas that are restricted.
Yeah, and I'm making sure not to go into restricted areas. Yes, absolutely. I'm not gonna, like you said, it's not your first day. It's definitely not my first day. I've been doing this for 7 years. So, done this all over the country. And again, my job is not to get under your guys' skin. It's just, you keep making that face, man. I'm trying to have
because
a
I think that's exactly what your job.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Your
the thing is, what I'm saying is, it's not an
to
opinion.
It's
well, I mean,
us into a confrontation.
But that's not what I'm trying to do, is it?
Get it here, so
I'm not trying to do that, though.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, technically you could say it is an opinion, but it was an opinion that was set up by the 11th and 8th District Supreme Court. So, I mean, it's completely lawful.
It's my opinion what your end goal is to try to get, you know.
Yeah, it's, I mean, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. So, I mean, I could make an opinion about you, but, you know, I could make an opinion about him or her or her.
This parking lot, that parking lot, and then where else do you intend to go?
It depends. I'm still waiting on a call.
Okay. You're waiting on a call from the South Florida firm?
Thank you. And can I get your ID number?
I already gave it to you. It's beyond your camera.
No, I think you said only your name. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. And then you already got yours. Can I get the other two, please? Can I get your name and ID, please? And then ID number?
92661.
Thank you very much. And yours?
Rivero, 43648.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you for your professionalism. Have a wonderful day.
In conclusion, from harassing citizens with unnecessary questions to raising unrealistic expectations about privacy in public, I don't think Colonel Ura is a good example of a police officer. As for the citizen, I hope we'll always stay alert, never provide personal information unless we've committed a crime, and never give up our rights because of police pressure or emotions. Your rights, you must protect them. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. I hope today's stories have inspired you and made you feel more confident when facing situations where your rights are violated in real life. If you found this helpful, remember to leave a like and share it so more people can see it. If you have any experiences or interesting questions, feel free to comment below. See you in the next video, and have a wonderful day.